All right, YouTubers. Man, that was a good show. That was a really good pay-per-view from the WWE. Well, from Smackdown in that case. I just feel like coming out of it, I'm excited about Smackdown this Tuesday. And that's how you know the pay-per-view did its job. If it gets you excited for the upcoming shows, it was a great show. And leaving WWE TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2016, I'm looking forward to what they will give us. I'm looking forward to this upcoming SmackDown, the SmackDown after that. I think SmackDown has set up a lot of good things going forward. That's really going to keep me wanting to come back for more. And Raw, I can't say does this very much. I feel like Raw lives in a vacuum. They give us good shows, but they don't lead to anything. You know what I'm saying? And they rarely give us good shows. But when they do give us good shows, they don't lead to anything. SmackDown, when they give us really good shows, they make you excited about future shows. That's how it should be. And I gotta give TLC credit, man. All the matches tonight were good to great. All of them. Every single one of them. There wasn't a single bad match on this card. Everybody did their thing. I feel like the only bad thing about TLC, I'm going to be honest, Dallas, I don't know what you were on, but you were not feeling the show, man. I don't know why Dallas wasn't feeling the show, because I thought the show was great. I mean, they loved the main event, and they loved the chairs match, because those two matches were awesome. But everything else, the matches that I thought were really good, they were just not that into it. I don't know what the deal was, but I kind of thought Dallas was dead throughout a good majority of the show until those two matches I talked about. And I think it hurt the overall atmosphere of it. And I kind of wish some fans would have gotten more into it. It's the whole philosophy of, if you're going to pay a ticket, buy the ticket and get into the show. Because if you're just going to go there and sit on your hands, don't go. That's just me. I'm not saying that you have to force yourself to like a match. That's not what I'm saying. But don't go there and just sit on your hands. Get into it. Do something. Just be a crowd. You're a part of the show as well. And again, I understand that sometimes the matches just aren't good. They're not entertaining, and you've worn yourself out from previous matches that were amazing, and you don't have the energy to get into the match. I got that. But it just felt like Dallas didn't care about a majority of the show. And I don't know. I just didn't like the crowd tonight. I'm being real. Dallas, I did not think you were a good crowd tonight. I'm sorry. I'm just calling it like it is. However, I still think the show was good. Still a great show overall. I just loved a lot of things about this show, and I cannot wait to get into it. Before I do that, please give me your thoughts about TLC down below in the comments and in the live chat, because I will be reading your comments at the end of my review. So, as always, this is your boy, Ellsworth, man, and we cannot forget that we are live here on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get started. I didn't watch the kickoff. Well, okay. I did watch the kickoff. I don't remember the match. I'm sorry. Someone tell me what the match was. It was that the 10-man tag. It was Apollo Crews, American Alpha, and Hype Bros versus Kurt Hawkins, Vaudevillains, and Ascension, and the Good Guys won. Sure. That's what the kickoff show was. Nothing else to say about it. So let's get into the actual card. We kick things off with the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Wyatt family, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, took on Heath Slater and Rhino. Good match overall, man. It's fascinating watching Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt work together. They have surprisingly good chemistry. And it's like two sick minds, two sick characters having a honeymoon. They've already been married, so this is their honeymoon now, and it's fascinating. I felt like, I don't know what it is about when Randy Orton is not on it, because when Randy Orton is not on and he doesn't care, you get that feeling, you sense it, and his matches aren't that good. He's feeling this storyline. You can tell Randy Orton is into it. He is into this feud with him and Bray Wyatt. It's not really a feud yet; it's a tag team. But you can tell. You can already foresee where this is going. Eventually, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt are going to break up, and it's gonna be one of those, oh my God, you're the snake. I trusted you, and you turned on me. I'm the snake. I'm the viper. You should have seen it coming. And it was a long-term plan to really hit Bray Wyatt where it hurts. And I think with the way they're booking these two, WrestleMania, make this a WrestleMania angle. Make it a WrestleMania feud. Carry this. And I thought the winners of this match, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, win the tag team championships. First off, congratulations to Bray Wyatt winning this is his first tag team championship. No, it's not just his first tag team championship. It's his first championship, period. Right? He didn't win any championships. No. This is his first championship, period, in WWE. Whoa. It's been a long time coming. Okay. Well, congratulations to Bray Wyatt for winning his first tag team championship. But yeah, Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton are your new tag team champions. I thought Heath Slater and Rhino had a pretty good run. I look forward to seeing what they do with Heath Slater going forward, and Rhino, both of them, because it's kind of hard to see them doing anything else with each other going forward after this. But we'll see. They might still be together. But getting back to Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, this is a great angle to go with, man. They're tag teams. They won the tag team championships. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. They won the tag team championships. You can see Luke Harper kind of being pushed to the side. Randy Orton getting in his face, telling Bray Wyatt that I don't think he can handle it. I don't know if Luke Harper is able to, do what we can do. He's trying to break up the Wyatt family from the inside. And you can see how it's playing out, and it's very interesting. But you have Randy Orton and Luke Harper tonight looking eye to eye, and they both given the championships to show that, oh, we do care about you, Luke Harper. And then that pose, Bray Wyatt on his knees doing this, Harper holding up the belts, and Randy Orton, Legend Killer stance. Or is it this way? There it is. Legend Killer stance. It was great. It's great stuff. So I look forward to seeing where this goes, man. Again, like I said at the beginning of this review, SmackDown has long-term booking. You can see Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, the story unfolding as time goes by, and you're sitting there going, man, this is it. This is it right here. I look forward to seeing where this goes. They can go to Royal Rumble with this, but like I said, I want them to go to WrestleMania with this. Carry this to WrestleMania. That would be awesome. Just an awesome long-term storyline. What a concept. But yeah, congratulations to Bray Wyatt winning his first WWE Championship. We go on to the no DQ women's match. Nikki Bella versus Carmella. And it was a good match. I thought both of them, went out there, did their thing, man. Again, I appreciate that they let this feud build for as long as they did, and then had it culminate here at TLC. And the right type of match, no DQ. You could argue they could have done it earlier. Maybe. But I appreciate the longevity of it. I'm not complaining whatsoever. I appreciate that they started it like literally the first SmackDown after the draft. Where the draft took effect. You had Carmella do the heel turn, and then you had her just attack Nikki and attack Nikki and attack Nikki. Nikki Bella got to a point where she's like, I am sick of you. And then it led to some matches. Nikki Bella basically conquered Carmella at every turn. I kind of wish that their match at No Mercy ended with a Carmella victory. You know, Carmella gets the victory at No Mercy, and then Nikki Bella gets her win back here. I felt like that would have been better. But at the same time, I can't complain too much because what have I always complained about 50-50 booking? Yeah, there was no 50-50 booking. Nikki Bella just beat Carmella. There you go. She just beat Carmella straight up. And that's it. So that ends the feud. And like I said, good match. I love the kendo stick shots. They really went all out. Well, as best as they could, of course. They didn't go out. They didn't go outside the box too much because they can't because of WWE's rules and stuff like that. So I understand. I do kind of wish they were able to push the boundaries a little bit. You know, I sometimes just wonder what someone like a Nikki Bella and Carmella would be in the Attitude Era when they're allowed to actually do more than what they are allowed to do now. But regardless, Nikki wins. And then after the match, you have Carmella get on the microphone and say, well, Nikki, you think you figured it all out, huh? Well, I have a surprise for you. I wasn't the one who attacked you at Survivor Series. It was Natalya. And just like that, that ends Carmella and Nikki Bella. And we start Natalya and Nikki Bella. And I love that not too long after that, we get to Natalya backstage and they're grilling her. Hey, Carmella said that you attacked Nikki Bella. And Natalya's like, psh, she's a liar. And then she leaves. So now it's like, you already know. Like, if you're a smart wrestling fan like me, yeah, she attacked her. It's clear as day. It makes the most sense. And she's just denying it. But I do appreciate that they didn't just reveal it. Yeah, I attacked you. Ha, ha, ha. No, they're going to play it up a little bit. Maybe Carmella did attack her. Maybe it was a double team. Maybe she was attacked by Carmella and Natalya. No, I'm clearly just making this up. Clearly, Natalya attacked her. It makes sense. It was in Toronto, her home country of Canada. It makes the most sense. Well, we'll see where that goes. Again, more reason to watch SmackDown going forward than Raw. Next match, we have the final encounter. Like the last time these two will face each other. Please, let this be the last time these two face each other. Last time, at least for a long time. Like, I don't want to see these two touch each other for at least a year. Can we go that long? Maybe move The Miz to Raw or move Ziggler to Raw. I don't know. But I've seen enough Miz and Dolph Ziggler matches to last me a long time. I don't think we need to do this anymore. At least for now. Great matches all around. Even this match was good. This match was really good. It was the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. And a lot of crazy spots. I love that the match didn't have a lot of crazy spots in it. It was just basic psychology. You know, ladder on the legs. Oh, I'm going to crush your head in the ladder. Oh, he missed. You know, suplexes to the outside. Just basic psychology. Basic textbook moves. But it worked. You know, these two carried a really good match. And it's hard to carry matches like this, especially after their No Mercy match, which is their best match of the feud. I'm sorry. The stakes were high in that match. It had a great blow-off. There's no topping it. They were not going to top their match in No Mercy. But the match they gave us wasn't all that bad. It was good. And to my surprise, The Miz retained. Yeah, I thought Ziggler was going to win it back. Nope. They said, we're going to keep this belt on The Miz. And I love it. I think Miz is, the heat he is getting from ragging on Daniel Bryan is stuff of legends. Let me just get to that really quickly. And this is where I'm going to pause my review to throw a pitch at WWE. Because we are at a point now with Daniel Bryan and The Miz where the heat is magnitudes level high. It's so hot that it feels like a sauna. It's almost at the point where, and please forgive me when I say this, but I'm just being honest with you, but it's almost at the point where they have to do a match. You know, the heat is it's so thick. You can sense it. You can cut it with a knife every time they're on screen. Even if it's like, I'm not talking Smack. That's a totally different. Oh, by the way, I did see Talking Smack after the show. I'm pissed off they cut it off. Let's see them argue. Let's just see them fight. Because I thought like they were gonna come to blows. I said they're gonna fight. Oh, they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. And then they cut it off. I'm like, damn it! What the hell, man? This shit is good. This is good shit. This is why I watch wrestling. I don't want to see people go, oh, I love you, man. I respect you, man. I respect you. No, I want to see, look, bitch, I hate you. Well, you're fat. Well, you're small. That's what I want to see. That's wrestling. I need that hatred, man. That's what I look for in terms of investment, storylines, feuds. I want to see this guy go, I don't like you, and I want to kick your ass. Well, I don't like you, and I want to kick your ass. And Miz and Bryan are facilitating that to the utmost degree. And I think, and here's why I pitched my idea to WWE. What we should do, and we can do this, let's have Daniel Bryan and The Miz have a one-off match. This is Bryan's very last match. You can call it his retirement match, his final match ever. He will never wrestle again. And maybe you could even make him sacrifice something. He can be like, look, I'll sacrifice my GM role so I can have one more match with The Miz. Something. Like, make him give up something to make him get that match. Like, make him work for it. Like, I don't care if I get a concussion. I don't care if I get hurt storyline-wise. I'm not talking for real. But storyline-wise, he's like, I know that I can't wrestle anymore because I'm hurt. But I don't care. I hate The Miz so much. I hate this son of a bitch so much. I would do anything to get one more match with him. One more match with him. And then we set the match up at WrestleMania 33. And it's a squash match. A squash match. He beats The Miz up. Miz can't get nothing over Daniel Bryan. Now, I heard Solid Monster, when he was pitching the idea, said he should be 18 seconds. He beats Miz in 18 seconds, gone. I think that would be fine. But my thing is, let it be like a 2-3 minute match where Bryan just kicks his ass. It's a, how do I put this? It's a celebration match. We are celebrating Bryan's career inside the ring. He gets one more time to do it. And he gets, just use his moves on The Miz. It's a literal squash match. Miz gets nothing over Bryan. Now, this would mean Miz would probably lose that IC championship before WrestleMania, or it might not even be for the championship. I don't know. He might still be champion. He might not just have it, or he might drop it. I don't know. Regardless, I think the best option would be to have these two have a match and let it be a squash match. Let Bryan beat Miz, and then call it a day. I think that would be the best thing to do. Because you gotta do something. This heat, it's gotten so big. It's gotten to the point now where us not having a match, it's just insane. We're in the business of making money. This is how you do it. That's how you do it, man. You can't just have someone replace Daniel Bryan. Oh, I'm going to represent Daniel Bryan. That's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. These two hate each other. And I do think, I have to know that this is planned. You got to know this is planned. All of this Daniel Bryan and Miz heat is planned. It's not real. But at the same time, you kind of have to think some of this is real. Like, I do kind of think Miz looks at Daniel Bryan as someone who's overrated, an indie darling. And at the same time, I think Bryan looks at Miz and goes, the only reason why you're so far up in the company is because you can talk. Like he said on Talking Smack, look, you're a good utility player. You're good with media. You're good with looks. You're good with movies. And that's why you're where you are. But you're not good at wrestling. And that's what Bryan has been saying. And he's right. And let me just say this too. I'm not just saying Bryan's right, but Miz is right too. Some of the stuff Miz has been saying has been on point. Because he has been having some of the best matches, best segments. This has been the best work of his career. bar none. Like, I have loved everything The Miz has done. And he does deserve a little respect. He does. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm saying both of them are right, and they should fight over it. That's what I'm saying. So, oh, man, we can make this match happen without injuring Daniel Bryan. There are multiple ways we can do it. We can do the Solid Monsters 18-second match. Or we can do my match, squash match. Beats up The Miz, goes home. We're done. Something has to happen because of this. We cannot not do Bryan versus Miz now. It's at the point where we had no choice. Let's make it happen. So before I go on to the next match, here's my question to you. Now that Dolph Ziggler is done with his feud with The Miz, what do you think will happen with him next? What's next for Dolph Ziggler? That's my question to you. Because quite frankly, I don't know. I don't. It really is a wait and see. He'll join the Spirit Squad again. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. I don't know what he's gonna do. It's kind of scary. I'm kind of worried about Ziggler now because his feud, his program with The Miz is done. It should be done. Don't do this again. Don't go back on Smackdown and put him in another match because I'm gonna be pissed off. End it. Have him do something else. I don't know what he's gonna do. Just have him do something else. But we'll see. Then we move on to what I thought was one of the best matches of the night, and I did not expect it to be. I said the ladder match was going to be the second best match of the night. It wasn't. This was. Chairs match. Kalisto versus Baron Corbin. By far the best chairs match in WWE history. Oh, absolutely. I will put this up against any chairs match that's happened in WWE over the last, 5 years? I don't care. These two had an awesome match. Man, I saw a seated senton through a stack of chairs. I saw Kalisto get hit in the head with a chair coming up the top rope. He tossed Kalisto around with him wrapped in his shirt. It was an awesome match. I've always thought Kalisto was a great performer. Without question. And I felt like if he had the right people to work with, he would have some of the best matches in WWE. And so far, he's proven it. I think last year's TLC says it. He had the spot of the night with that Salida del Sol off the top of the ladder through the table. That was, was it through the ladder or through the table? I don't remember. I think it was through the ladder. It was through the ladder. It was awesome. And I thought he had an awesome match with Baron Corbin, who I think is extremely underrated. I think Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, those two are two of the most underrated wrestlers in WWE on the main roster. Might be, period, but on the main roster, those two are amazing. And I'm very surprised that they're not getting featured as strong as I think they should. You know? And he's a big guy. Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin are big men that I think WWE will be drooling over. Oh, we have to push them. We have to push them. They meet the image. Seriously. I look at Cesaro, Apollo Crews, and Baron Corbin and go, this is what you want, right? These are people you want, and they're people that we like. Push them. What the hell? And I think Baron Corbin, after this match, oh, absolutely. He is going to soar. I hope he gets opportunities. And more opportunities, and more opportunities. I love him. I think he's great. I kind of wish, honestly, I'll say it like this. If Dolph Ziggler would have retained, not retained, if he would have won back the championship, I would say after Baron Corbin and drop that belt to Baron Corbin. Shoot, he needs something. Because Baron Corbin, man, I don't know. I kind of feel like, and this is what I said on Twitter, I feel like Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, they got moved up too soon. I'm sorry, they did. They should have stayed on NXT because if they were on NXT, I think they would be killing it right now in the main event scene. Now, I say that knowing that Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe are having, especially Samoa Joe, he's having the best run of his career, the best performances ever that he's done in wrestling. I say that knowing that they'll be competing against those two. But I don't know, man. I just feel like they're so good. But this match is great. Shockingly entertaining match. Sleeper hit. And Baron Corbin won, as he should have won. I felt like Kalisto winning would have been cool, But Baron Corbin should have won this match, and he did win, so I'm happy. And Kalisto is fine. He looked great. He looked great in defeat. He looked good even though he lost. That's how you know a match was successful. Even though he lost, he still looked good for having a great match with Baron Corbin. And I think the fact that these two had a feud building up since Kalisto cost Baron Corbin the IC Championship shot on the first draft SmackDown. The first SmackDown after the draft. I just feel like, they've done a very good job of making it feel like there's this long-term story that built up to this match. And I thought it was a great blow-off. So I look forward to seeing where this goes, where he goes, both Baron Corbin and Kalisto after this. Screw it. Just put Kalisto on 205 Live. 205 Live is after SmackDown anyway, so he can wrestle on the show. Might as well. SmackDown Women's Championship match. I should preface every single Women's Championship match with SmackDown Raw, otherwise you'll be confused. So SmackDown Women's Championship tables match. Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. And, the match was decent. I kind of feel like they've had better matches. I don't know. I just kind of feel like the table stipulation was, it wasn't bad. I just feel like they've had better matches. That's just my opinion. And I think following that chairs match hurt them as well. The crowd really was dead for this match. They did a JBL chant. A freaking JBL chant. I tweeted on Twitter, the people who chanted JBL, find a cliff and jump off of it, because that was disrespectful. These two didn't deserve that. Like, I get that fans are bored. Let me just say this. Yes, I understand that matches sometimes can be boring. But it's one thing to do a JBL chant to someone like Sheamus or Roman Reigns, who the WWE has shoved down your throats. John Cena, who shoved down your throat, and you're sick of them. You're trying to send a message. We want to see someone else. I get that. But Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch, what have they done? Like, they haven't done anything to any of y'all. And they're great. Both of them are awesome talent. I love Becky Lynch. And I love Alexa Bliss. And you know what? I'm happy she won. I didn't think she was going to win. But shockingly, she put Becky Lynch through a table, which is a great out for her, because Becky Lynch can come back and say, well, you didn't beat me 1, 2, 3. You put me through a table and you became a women's champion. So guess what? I want my rematch and you have to beat me fair and square. It's a great out. And I'm happy that Alexa Bliss got the championship, because I think she's been doing an excellent job since going to SmackDown. It's the same thing I said about Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. I kind of wish she stayed on NXT, but at the exact same time, Asuka is killing the division. So I don't think she would have gotten the opportunities that I want her to get on NXT. So it was probably the best move to come to SmackDown. And you know what? She is killing it. I think she is phenomenal. I love her work. I think she's a spitball of joy. She's a bundle of joy. That's what I really wanted to say. Yeah, I'm happy. I love the interview afterwards too. Becky Lynch is like, I don't want to talk to anybody right now. I worked so hard to get that championship, and you can see how it hurt her. You can see that, she hasn't won anything in WWE except for that women's championship. So she cherished it. So it means a lot to her. I don't think she should turn heel. I don't want her to turn heel. I want her to get more aggressive. Become a more aggressive babyface. That rematch they do is going to be really good. And I hope to see these two tear it up some more. I don't think they're done. I want more. I want more Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. It has legs now. So let's see where it goes. But congratulations to Alexa Bliss for winning the Women's Championship. SmackDown Women's Championship. By the way, I liked her interview on Talking Smack too. She was all emotional. It was really cool seeing her getting emotional, talking about her parents were in the crowd. And, it was a great moment for her. Yeah, man. Another NXT up-and-coming wrestler makes a name for itself. Congratulations. All right, enough playing around. You all came to hear my thoughts on this main event. Where do I start? Where do I start? Let's start from the top. WWE World Championship TLC match. AJ Styles defending against Dean Ambrose. Amazing match. Amazing, amazing match. I'm just letting you know right now, spoiler alert. When I do my end of the year awards later on this month, I'm already looking at my superstar of the year without question. It's AJ Styles. It's AJ. Like, who else would it freaking be? I know. Roman Reigns. I know. We'll say the joke. The Roman Reigns jokes are Raw. I'm being serious right now. It's AJ Styles, without question. This has been his year. He has absolutely taken over WWE as the top performer. There is nobody better than him. Nobody. If you've seen half the things he did in this match, not even all of them, but half of them, you would agree. He's awesome, man. He took a bump in this match where it was like Ambrose was going for a superplex to the chairs, but Ambrose countered it, and then he picked up AJ, turned him inside out. AJ flipped in thin air and landed through the chairs. I lost it. I thought that was one of the greatest things I've seen on Smackdown in a while. Well, the Smackdown I haven't been so much, but that was just awesome. I even loved his 450 Superman splash to the outside and splashing Dean Ambrose through the table. Oh my God. The elbow drop off the ladder by Dean Ambrose and crashing AJ Styles to the table. Awesome stuff. Just a lot of awesome spots. Really good match overall. I feel like if this is not in your top, at least top 10 WWE, not period wrestling overall, but if you're going to make a top 10 WWE match of the year list, this should crack it. Like, I don't know if any other match this year. I don't know. I have to really think because there's been a lot of great matches this year, but I think this should definitely be top 10. This tops a lot of the matches I've seen this year. Awesome match. So on top of the performances, we get, let's talk about it. We get James Ellsworth. This little scrawny son of a bitch came out. You know, he's injured. He has the neck brace because he got Styles clashed off of the steel steps on SmackDown. So I didn't even expect to see him. But here he comes. He comes out. AJ looking up the ramp like, are you kidding me right now? And James Ellsworth just walking himself to the ring. And I'm thinking, oh, man, this isn't going to end good. Because I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you. Because so many heels won tonight. I mean, Wyatt family. Alexa Bliss, Baron Corbin, Miz, a lot of heels won tonight. I'm thinking we have to have a babyface win. So as soon as I saw James Ellsworth, I thought Ambrose is going to win. He's going to help Ambrose win. He freaking Styles clashed him off steel steps. Why would he help him at this point? So James Ellsworth, you know, he gets to the ring, distracts AJ. Ambrose is able to get the offense, get the upper hand. Ambrose climbs the ladder. And then James Ellsworth gets into the ring and pushes it over. You should have seen my face. If you were here in this room with me watching, I was like, what? What? Why would he do that? Legitimately. It would make sense why I would act that way. Why would you do that? Why would you turn heel? Why would you? Yes, James Ellsworth turned heel, but why would you turn heel? But then it dawned upon me, and they did an excellent job of explaining and telling the story on Talking Smack, but also on commentary. James Ellsworth has allowed his 3-0 streak over AJ Styles to get inside his head. Like, he really thinks he's able to beat AJ Styles without the help of Dean Ambrose. And the way he was, you know, talking on Talking Smack, how he was so confident that, oh, I can beat AJ. I beat him 3 times. Like, that's all he said. Oh, AJ, I beat him 3 times. I don't want to fight Dean Ambrose because I might lose. So I had AJ win, so I can beat him, and I can get a title shot to Dean Ambrose. And I said to myself, That is hilarious, but that is awesome at the same time. Like, you would think naturally someone like him, who really hasn't accomplished much in his life because he's small and he's scrawny and, you know, he's the everyday man, he let Ambrose helping him go to his head. And I love it too, because I know a lot of people are sick of James Ellsworth. I know a lot of you are just beyond tired of James Ellsworth getting all this TV time. I know you are. And I think what's going to work for everybody, even James Ellsworth, is the fact that, you know, he's allowed this to go to his head. And I think personally, this is a long time coming. It's a long time coming, and SmackDown's going to be wonderful. He's going to get his ass kicked. Those of you who've gotten sick of the James Ellsworth phenomenon, do not worry. SmackDown is going to be your show, because he's going to get his behind handed to him by AJ Styles, and then Dean Ambrose is going to pick up the scraps and pick his bones and eat them for lunch or dinner, because it's going to be late at night. But regardless, Ellsworth is going to get destroyed on SmackDown, and I'm going to love it. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome, 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 awesome. So, with that said, AJ Styles is still your WWE champion, world champion. And I love, and this is a great point to end on, I love that Dean Ambrose, no, not Dean Ambrose, excuse me. Try that again. I love that Daniel Bryan ranted on the Universal Championship on Talking Smack, and how he talks about how Kevin Owens hasn't had a clean defense since he won that thing. And he's right. He's right. Kevin Owens has not had one clean defense of that Universal Championship. And I just thought about that. He's right. And looking back on it, every single championship title defense, he's had help to keep that belt. He doesn't look like a strong champion. AJ Styles cheated, but he didn't need help. He hasn't had help to keep the championship, which makes it feel important, which makes him feel like a legit champion. And quite frankly, guys, I love it. I love what they're doing with AJ Styles. I just think, man, at this point in time, the best thing to do is to keep that belt on him. I know the plan. I know people want to see Undertaker and John Cena at WrestleMania, but Jesus Christ, why do you want to end this? Why do y'all want to end this run? This is amazing. He's having a great run as champion. He's awesome to watch. He's having great matches. The next match that should be is his next defense, I think, is Taker. It should be Undertaker versus AJ Styles. Undertaker versus AJ Styles. Like, I really don't think we should have AJ Styles lose this belt. I don't think he should lose it. He deserves to go to WrestleMania. He deserves to go to WrestleMania as WWE champion. He can drop the belt at WrestleMania to John Cena, or maybe drop it to Undertaker. I don't know. But I don't want him to drop the belt when he is this good. Like, I don't know why anybody would want anybody else to be world champion right now but AJ Styles, because he's awesome. Dallas was a bad crowd tonight, but at least they loved AJ. I don't know, man. I just kind of feel like right now, the best thing to do is keep the belt on AJ. That's the best thing for me. So, guys, that is my review of WWE TLC 2016. I'm giving it a B, a strong B. Man, it was close to an A. It was really close to an A. I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I'm not going to lie. The SmackDown Women's Championship match, it was just a little bit better than what it was. I might have given this show an A, but it just misses the mark for an A. So I'm going to give it a strong B, a strong B. I still feel like Backlash was the best pay-per-view they've had this year. Although this main event between AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose was the best match they've had, period, together. The absolute best match they've had, period, without question. The overall pay-per-view, I feel like, is a B. Unlike Backlash, which I still feel like is SmackDown's best pay-per-view this year. One of the best pay-per-views this year, period, from WWE. So, yeah, man. I gotta give credit where credit is due. SmackDown did it tonight. SmackDown did it. So, thank you guys for thank you guys for watching my live review. Let me read some comments. Let's see what you guys had to say. What grade would you give TLC tonight? What grade would you give TLC? A minus, A minus, B minus, okay. 8 out of 10, B, A minus, solid A, solid A. B plus, 9 out of 10. So a lot of B's and A's. So clearly this really impressed all of you. Now some of you are also saying, as I'm reading back through the past comments, you felt like I felt the crowd ruined the show. And actually, a lot of you are saying that that's the reason why you're giving it a B, because of the crowd. If the crowd was better, you would have given it an A. I can respect that. I can respect that, absolutely. Yeah, this was an A minus B plus combination. Sure. That's hilarious. Yeah, guys. Tell you what. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning into my review here. I appreciate everything you guys have done in terms of helping the Lex Man become a prominent figure here on YouTube, at least in 2016. I think we got one more pay-per-view, which is Roadblock. Now I have a couple of videos to do, including reviews. So definitely will be checking out that. But for the most part, I got Roadblock, and that's it. And then it's the end of the year awards. Not much else that happened for the rest of the year. So stay tuned, guys. With that said, subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. And of course, I'll be tweeting during shows, so be sure you check that out. Like everything down below in the description box. And of course, buy the t-shirt when you can. I will see you guys at my next video. This is your boy, the Lex Man, signing out. Talk to you guys later. Peace.